And that's about how today's race went. It just went up in smoke, right? Nah, it wasn't that bad. I mean, one of Smoke's drivers won. Tony Stewart, one of his drivers won, yeah. Harvick, he actually won both of the races this weekend. Fucking sucks. But, I mean, at least they were alright races. I mean, that I can't go wrong with that. I mean, and also another positive, I mean, I guess no new drivers won this year, so that doesn't put Kyle Busch back any farther in the playoffs, any closer to that 16th spot. He also had some good finishes this weekend, which is a good thing. Let's start with the race we just watched. It was an alright race. I can't lie. I mean, the first two stages, nothing happened, and then Brad Keselowski and Ryan Blaney just wrecked from the lead in the final stage, which sucked, for Blaney at least. I don't really care about Brad. But yeah, Blaney, that fucking sucked. Wrecked from the lead. It seems like Penske does that. I don't know. They either wreck from the lead or wreck together. And this time it was both. Like 2015, Bristol, Logano and Keselowski just wrecked together. And then Blaney's just wrecked from the lead many times, it seems like. And I know he's done it at Bristol, I think, twice. But yeah. I guess that's kind of Penske's thing. Christopher Bell, or Clint Bowyer was having issues. He went to pit road. Christopher Bell kind of saved his ass right there. Clint Bowyer also won stage 1. That was kind of cool. That's what happens with the invert. That wouldn't have happened any other way. The invert and shorter stages. Shorter race, shorter stages. Yeah. That helped him win the stage. But Bowyer had to pit. And then Christopher Bell saved his ass by spinning out. Yeah. I don't think there was any other... No, there had to be one other caution. I remember there was one other caution with 19 to go. I don't remember who it was or what happened. I think somebody, like... Oh, yeah, it was Bowman. Bowman was coming to pit road, and then... he, like, dropped something on the track, I think, and that caused a caution. I watched today's race up in the living room, which is nice. A nice change of scenery, I guess. I like in my room, but sometimes you just get cooped up in there. It's probably also good to not get high during today's race, because I got high for the end of yesterday's race. Yeah. But yeah, today's race, I guess, 6.2 out of 10. Not terrible, but Harvick won. The finish was almost good. I mean, it was kind of fun, but yeah, it's just Harvick, you know. Harvick and Hamlin, that's how the season's gone. And then Kyle Busch just keeps sucking. But he didn't suck today or yesterday. Yesterday, it looked like he was going to battle for the win. Yesterday's race was actually pretty good. There was a lot of... I mean, I don't really remember the first few stages. I mean, I guess that means nothing really happened. But the final stage, I got high with like 25 laps to go. And then that's like when everything started to happen. There were some cautions. I don't really remember much of that. But then there was one pretty big crash. Oh, yeah, Cole Custer. He brought out the red flag. Yeah. That's right, this is under the stairs. Someone went to take a shower. People talking. But anyway, yeah. And then Harvick won. I was pretty pissed when Kyle Busch, that bump and run, I was really high, so my emotions were running even higher. Like, it wasn't that high. Not gonna lie. But my emotions are still running pretty high. I looked back at the replay today and I was like, yeah, it wasn't really Harvick. It was a fair racing move. I mean, it sucks that it happened, but it was a fair racing move. Bump and run. They said they didn't even make contact. I don't believe that. I think they did make contact, but It doesn't matter. It's a bump and run. It's a fair move. I remember I was on Twitter. I was like, I fucking hate you, Kevin Harvick. I fucking hate you. I fucking hate you. But looking at it now, it's like it's just a normal racing move, bump and run, perfectly fair. But it seems like Harvick has done that to Kyle Busch. Like, usually a bump and run happens on like the final lap, you know? He's done it like 8 laps to go in New Hampshire a few years ago, and then 6 laps to go, something like that. Yeah. Why? My finger scratched. But yeah. Yesterday's race was better. I'll give that a 7.6, but still wasn't great. There was a lot of battles though. A lot of like this is a really multi-groove tracks. They make all right racing. It's just it's Michigan. It's kind of difficult because like Kansas people. I don't know why people still hate Kansas. I think they look at Kansas as it's just a 1.5-mile track, which it is, but like it's actually provided some really pretty good racing ever since like the repave. I mean, now I really think about it, I don't really think there's been a boring race since the repave. Like 2013. The spring race might have kind of sucked, but the fall race, that one was not bad. Yeah, that was the one where fucking that guy like had a fire in the in turn 1, like the bushes caught fire and they had to bring out a caution. Yeah, 2014, that was the first night race with a good finish. But yeah, Kansas usually seems to have pretty good races. I mean, that's like a really good multi-groove track with genuinely good racing. I think people still I think people see that like it could be a boring race and they just kind of think it sucks. But Kansas is actually really pretty good track. I should do my updated like ranking 1 through 24 tracks. I did that a few years ago, but I probably should update that because they've kind of changed ever since I made that video. Kansas is like Martinsville, like the opposite of Martinsville, I kind of guess. Like in a way, like you go to Kansas and expect it to be kind of a shitty race, and it's always good. Martinsville, you go to Martinsville expecting it to be a good race. Recently, it's always just been really shitty. Like the last really good Martinsville race was like 2017. 2018, that the finish was okay, but the finish was great. But 2017. It's like their last like a really good Martinsville race that I can think of. They just don't happen anymore, I guess. Don't know why I'm talking about Martinsville. It's not even Martinsville. But Road America, dude, that shit was ridiculous. I fucking that race ruined Road America for me. I don't like Road America anymore. I no longer like Road America as a track, as a venue. I've never really liked it as a venue. It always kind of, like, I feel like a road course is, like, I get it, it's kind of hard, but if I go to a race, I kind of just want to see, like, all around the track, you know, from, like, my seat, and you can't do that at road, like, the only track you can do that at, the road course track, is the Roval, and now Daytona, and Watkins Glen, kind of. Watkins Glen, you can kind of see around the track. You can't, like the S's, you can't really, like if you're sitting on the front stretch, you can't really see the S's, but pretty much everything else you can see. Yeah. That's from like the top row though. I don't really know if you can see the boot. I'd assume not. There's a lot of trees over there. They don't even race that part. But yeah. Road America, you just can't really see around the track. The racing is just not... The racing, like, isn't even that good there. Like, it's really not. Like, it has the opportunity to be good. It's usually just a train wreck. You know, you have one green flag lap, if that. The laps are so fucking long. I mean, I've been playing Project Cars. An F1 car gets around there in, like, 1 minute and 45 seconds. So... I mean, that's like the fastest you can go around that track, which is still really slow. I mean, but the cautions are absolutely ridiculous. I mean, half an hour. There was a 29-minute caution period in that in that Road America race. That's ridiculous. There's no, I mean, there's got to be a better way we can do these caution laps around Road America. I don't know what it is that we can do, but we got to do something to shorten up these caution periods because it's so long. I mean, I mean, I don't have a logical answer of what we can do to fix that, but there has to be a way. I mean, you got to figure out something. It's ridiculous. I mean, I literally could have gone to McDonald's and came back in that time. I mean, it's ridiculous. There's no reason for it. But yeah. And that red flag, too. They also need to do something about that lightning rule. That is ridiculous. 10 miles. 10 miles. It should be like, if you see a lightning strike on the property. If you see... Okay, yeah, if you see a lightning strike, then yeah, we can red flag the race. But 10 miles... A 10-mile radius of the track, that is ridiculous. That's the entire city of Syracuse, pretty much. Like, that is ridiculous. No reason for that. Yeah, if, like, you're in the center of Syracuse and you have, like, a 10-mile radius, that's, like, the entire city. I mean, come on. We gotta do something. But then it doesn't make sense, because of that race at Homestead, the Truck Series race, during Crank It Up, you could literally see a lightning strike, like, in the background, and they didn't... Like, if you're gonna have stupid rules, at least be consistent about it. It's like, you could see a lightning strike in the background, and they didn't do anything about it. Like, come on. That lightning rule is ridiculous. Absolutely no excuse for it whatsoever. Just not any excuse. It's stupid. But yeah. We got to see racing in the rain, though. Can't go wrong with that. People are saying for next week they really want to see the Daytona road course run in the rain. I don't. I would like to see, like I was saying with the Roval. I was like, people were like, yeah, let's have rain. I want to see the first race at this track, like, normal. You know, I want to get a good idea of what a normal dry race looks at this track. And then if we come here again, which I think we will, I definitely think we will, then yeah, we can have rain. That'd be cool. But I just want to see the first race run like normal weather. Also, the trucks are running there. That's cool. The trucks are running at the Roval, the Charlotte Roval. But yeah, truck race, Michigan. Zane Smith won. I don't really remember much of that race. I was really kind of high during that race. Can't lie. But yeah, I fell asleep with like 13 laps to go also. So that's that. But yeah, that's the end of this video, guys. If you guys like this video, please leave a like on it. And if you dislike the video, please leave a dislike. And peace.